A little story time. I was raised by my grandmother. My parents divorced when they were very young. I don't know what the details were and how it was all worked out, but I was raised by my grandmother in the Midwest. And my grandmother loved me to death. And she used to always, my great grandmother, her mom used to always say, you know what your grandmother used to say to me? If I could give Cheryl the world, I would. This is how much she loved me. And she's the only one to ever say to me, I don't care how old you get, I don't care where you go in this world, as long as I'm still living and I'm alive, I will always be there for you, and you will always have a place to come to. She is the only one to ever say that to me. That is love. See, a lot of people come into your life and they say these things. Just like God says, a lot of people will say, they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You know people by the fruit they bear. You know them. So I know many people are probably going through something, wherever you are in a situation where someone tells you things, but their deeds and their actions do not align with what they're saying. You know people by the fruit they bear. What is love? Love is not selfish. Love is not boastful. Okay? Love does not keep track of different things. It's not envious. It's not jealous. That's not love. So you have to just keep in mind and remember, guard your heart among all things, as God says. Honor your mother and father, that your days may be long, or whoever it is who's been responsible. Honoring does not mean that you remain in a toxic environment. That does not mean that. Honoring somebody does not mean that you endure abuse. That's not what that means. To honor them means you don't disrespect them. You're not going to cuss them out. You're not going to say vile things to them. You're going to turn the other cheek, which means you're going to walk away. You're going to pray for them. So I made this video for those people who have unresolved feelings, unresolved situations that they're dealing with that they haven't been able to reconcile. You may not ever reconcile it. You may not ever reconcile it. They may not ever come to you, and the person may not say the things that you're longing to hear them say, but that's okay, because your faith is not in the wisdom of man, but in the power of God. You are God's beloved. He loves you, and He will never leave you or forsake you. Just remember that. God bless.